On this episode of The Walking Dead review, you will learn
if you can stab a zombie through the head with a katana like Michonne,
or if a kukri will get stuck on a zombie like Carol.
Is the hammer one-hit kill like it was for Tyrese?
Zombie Go Boom starts right now.
When the zombie apocalypse arrives, will you survive? Zombie Go Boom. Kick undead ass.
Now, in case you guys didn't know who this is TYREESE from the Crazy Russian Hacker channel, so please subscribe to him. He's amazing. He decided to drive all the way out here and do some videos with us. And the first thing we're going to be testing is to stab through the head with the katana. Charles, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, from my understanding of physics, whenever you hit a bone with anything, it's going to move out of the way. Like, it's going to move with the inertia. Like, see, I'm just stabbing it a little bit, the head is moving. If I stab full force with this thing, it's gonna go in a little bit maybe, but the skull is gonna move forward. You know, the zombie's not just gonna stand there in one spot while the blade goes through. And even after you stab, if I'm able to stab through the zombie's skull, it's not gonna stand there and wait for me to pull the blade out. It's gonna immediately fall to the ground. So,
and all of those things he was describing, you actually saw in The Walking Dead. The katana is made for slashing, not necessarily for stabbing, definitely not for stabbing through a skull, but we're gonna try it out anyway. Well, your thrust was good. It looks like you were extremely accurate. It definitely did not get into the skull at all, let alone go through the other side.
did it cut?
It just, yeah, I mean, it broke a little bit of the skull off, but it didn't penetrate in. And obviously, you said the blade bent.
Yeah, it flexed. It didn't bend. It flexed.
It flexed.
It's still straight.
And Ivan moved forward like a normal, you know, zombie would.
Exactly like I said would happen.
So, no, you can't thrust into the back of a skull and get it all the way through. In our test just now, we couldn't even get it into the skull.
I put my full body weight behind it, and I mean, you might be able to see it in the slow-mo, the sword flexing as I thrust it forward.
Next, we're gonna have TYREESE from the Crazy Russian Hacker channel hit this head with a hammer.
One more time.
Oh, there you
go. Yeah!
Well, it took 2 hits. First one might have caused enough brain damage, but we can't confirm that's a kill. This one, though, the second hit is definitely a kill. Do you have any advice on how to wield a hammer when you're going against zombies?
I think first one, I was holding the hammer a little bit sideways. I did not have my knees bent, so when I hit it sideways, the hammer just slid off. But I turned my hammer a little bit like this way and like all the way like so, it's like
straight and dead on.
Straight into the skull. It was easy, and bent my knees a little bit with somebody's advice, with the executioner advice. It was too easy, and I would probably could kill like 50 of them. It wasn't, and actually when you hit and it doesn't like slit, it's actually like you don't lose too much power. Like,
yeah, but if you don't hit it right and it bounces off, there's a chance that the other ones are just gonna come and completely maul you to death.
Yeah.
But next we're gonna try the kukri to the forehead to see if it gets stuck. So, just so you guys know, this is the same kukri machete that Carol used in The Walking Dead. It's the cold steel kukri machete, and I didn't have to put a lot of power into it. It went in pretty easily. It got stuck just a tiny bit. We have had blades get really stuck before, but there's one thing you can do with a kukri that guarantees that it won't get stuck. So, katana stab in the back of the head. Not gonna happen. Hammer. Very possible. And Kukri getting stuck in the head, also possible. It seems that The Walking Dead is getting it more and more right as we go along. Maybe they should let Robert Kirkman write every episode. Also, please subscribe to Crazy Russian Hacker. He's the coolest dude in the world and has now become a definite zombie killer. He knows what's up. And that's it. That's all I have with this mind-blowing episode of Zombie Go Boom. I hope you guys have a great day watching The Walking Dead, and we will see you next week.